On the farm's kitchen table. I'm Larry Marble. Hop Sing is about to make us a big old heaping helping of great food, and I'm going to provide us a bunch of agricultural information. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the program. We appreciate it. We're brought to you each and every day by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat from Friday. A sharply higher U.S. dollar dampened any positive sentiment in Friday's corn and soybean markets. A little surprising to John Tuggle just how weak the corn and beans were on Friday, given the hot, dry weather currently stressing crops across Argentina. Expected to last until the end of this week, even though Brazilian weather is generally favorable for developing crop. Corn futures closed down 4 for the day, while soybeans were down another 15. Soybeans have given up 21 early in the week. Corn down 3.5 for the week. KC wheat was up 4 on Friday, essentially unchanged for the week. Corpus Christi's public elevator in Archer Daniels Midland was closed all weekend, but they'll be open 7 a.m. to 6:45 this week. Timco Houston is open this week only on Tuesday and Thursday, 7 to 3, and the Andersons is open this week, 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 800-288-4453. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how is the Mason sale shaping up?
You bet, Larry. We got a little over 1,000 head already on the yards on Sunday evening, about 80 cows, and the rest of them be calves and yearlings. We're kind of looking for that 1,250 head tomorrow. The weather's been real good. Pretty windy day. We've had lots of wind up 20, 30, and up to even 45 mile per hour gusts today, and I think we got a little of that tomorrow too, but the market's very, very good. So I look for that good run, Larry, and quality I think overall is going to be good too tomorrow.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the sale in Mason today when you folks are hearing it, or saying Saturday come Thursday.
You better, Larry. That's area code 325-372-5159. Want to remind everyone of our special bull sale starting at 10 o'clock. We'll have about an hour's worth of bulls and go right into a regular sale. We got the Martin Bruni Brangus bulls outstanding set, and the STS Texas Ranger bulls, Angus bulls, that'll be outstanding also. All the information up on our website at jordancattle.com. That'll be this coming Thursday, Larry.
Ken, we appreciate it, and we'll talk with you Monday evening after the Mason sale.
You bet, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the meats. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value. It was $88.40 on the Friday afternoon report, down 19 despite a $7.09 increase in the bellies. USDA reports the week's pork production 856.8 million head and about 4.5% above the same week last year. Neighbor, let's take a look at the beef side of that meat equation. Looks like Friday afternoon saw the choice 186 lower at 293.08. The select was firmer at 283.47. Beef output for the week 536.8 million pounds. As we look toward Thursday's cash business, 173 to 178, citing most of the action was 3 higher at 178. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from Friday. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, getting ready for sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle on Wednesday. Sean, it's Sunday night. Did you hear anything this weekend?
I had a few calls, Larry, on the sheep and goat end. I'm sure we'll get somewhere around that 3 to 3,500 is what I'm expecting. Weather's supposed to be good, and cattle end, I sure think we'll get somewhere around that 1,000 to 1,400. Weather's supposed to be good, and had a couple of rain outs and weather outs first of month, so it ought to shape up to be a good sale in Fredericksburg on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Sean, on, tell everybody how to contact you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-624-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. Hey, Gary, how are you?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Good. You have time to go over what you've drawn?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just walked in the house, so yeah, I can give you a report.
We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, what's it looking like?
Look like we got 7.5 in, Larry. Probably looking at 8.5, maybe 900. Got mostly calves. Have a few cows, but not very many. But probably about 100 cows right now. We'll probably wind up with a little over 100 tomorrow. Calf wise, sure got some good calves. Got some big calves weighing that 6 to 7.5 steers that's been weaned. There's not about 15 to 20 of them. Got a set of Bramer heifers and Tiger Stripe heifers. They've been weaned also, but they're not going to weigh probably anywhere from 4.5 to 5 be on them. But we sure got some good quality calves otherwise, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Gary Butler.
You can catch us here at cell phone 830-582-1561 or 62. You can catch me on my mobile 830-857-4330.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Now, have you taken a look at the beautiful home at 172 Champion Boulevard in Lavernia? 1.2 acres, trees, iron fence, entry, 3 bedrooms with an office, dining room, 2.5 baths, exceptional floor plans, high ceilings, no carpet, an abundance of cabinet space, and lots of counter space. You're going to enjoy it. Why don't you contact the good folks at Homestead and Ranch Real Estate? Call 512-466-1460. That's 512-416-1460. Or check out their Facebook page, homesteadandranch.com. We are on the line with Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock. Phil, what is the sale looking like Sunday night?
Man, it's shaping up good, Larry. We're tagging around 950 or so right now, I guess. Got not many cows. There's probably 40 or 50 palpates. They're palpating them right now. Just all kind of jackpot cows. Got several little old strings of wean calves here again. There's, 4 or 5 bunches, 20 or 30 a piece, that are weaned. And then the other, the jackpot calves, the quality's pretty good. So it's looking really good.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Monday sale there in Giddings, Phil.
Yes, sir. You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you later in the week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, we had a heck of a sale for the South Texas Hereford Association Saturday. Hereford bulls averaged over $5,400. Last bull in the sale brought $6,000. Females, $3,400 on the pairs. $2,200 to $2,500 on the breds. Just any open Hereford bring $1,900 to $2,000. Excellent demand, and ran through them very quickly. 75 lots, less than an hour. So I want to congratulate them. And I want to remind your listeners, we've got plenty of good lease bulls available for sale or lease. All the popular breeds. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with CasasCattle.com. CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Yes, sir.
We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, it's Sunday evening, looking toward the Monday sale. What do you see?
Pretty good sale, Larry. We're still sorting right now, but for sure 2,000, maybe a little bit more than that tomorrow. Lots of really good calves. Got a couple hundred Charolais crosses off of one place. Got a couple, got 125 Angus cross calves off another. Several groups of 50 to 100 of Charolais and Angus. Got one set of good red Mott calves. Got some Brayford calves. So quality looks really good. The cows, probably end up with 250 cows. Got one little string of black palpated cows that are sure nice. Pretty good age on them. They'll be bred up pretty good. Got a handful of pairs. So it looks like a good sale for tomorrow. I think we'll, 2,000 or better.
Riley, tell everybody how to contact you.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
Riley, we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. We are on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how did our Beeville Livestock auction sale go Friday?
Well, I can say we had an outstanding sale. We had some good cattle to sell, which always helps the market, but our market was really active Friday, sir.
Walk the pins with me, Rodney.
All right, we had 725 head of cattle, no horses, and 16 goats. And that market was sure enough active. Your 2 to 300 pound steers were 292 to 395. Heifers were 263 to 245. 300, 400 pound steers were 283 to 260. Heifers 266 to 380. 400 to 500 pound steers 273 to 345. Heifers 252 to 330. 500 to 600 pound steers were 246 to 315. Heifers 225 to 275. 600 to 700 pound steers were 221 to 255. Heifers 204 to 241. 700 to 800 pound steers were 205 to 235, and heifers were $1.89 to 213. Packer cows sure enough were strong and steady this week. They brought him from 63 to $1.10. Bulls brought from 96 to $1.27. Young stocker cows, and we had a few of them, they were on the light side. They brought anywhere from 73 to $1.50, with some bred cows dollaring out around that $11.35.
Good.
And we had one longhorn pair, and she brought $900.
Are you aware of anything for this next week?
Yes, sir. I know of probably about 80 Charolais cross calves coming. There'll be steers and heifers mixed. They'll probably be weighing that 5.5 to 6. And then I know of several other bunches of black calves coming this week too, sir.
Rodney Butler, tell everybody how to contact you for the next Friday sale.
Yeah, if I can help you market your cattle, call me. 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile 645-5002.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you and take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble for the good folks at DD Texas Outfitters on the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. They're at 516 East Interstate 10, Seguin, Texas. Call 830-379-7340. 21 days until the San Antonio Rodeo. Who's going this year? You need to dress right with a good items from D&D. What is in your rope bag? If you need a new one, whether it's team roping, calf roping, breakaway, you can find it at D&D. And D&D was a proud sponsor of the 2024 Guadalupe County live stream and their livestock show. And don't forget, if you like turquoise, you're a turquoise lover, D&D Texas Outfitters has got them. Handbags, Jeffrey's livestock marketing products for your show string. You can select and walk out with a brand new felt hat. Best hat fitters and creasers in the world. Or if you're a cap man, you got to get a bunch of hats for National Cap Day. That's DD Farm and Ranch. And remember, when it's cold, they've got blankets for your horses. DDTexasOutfitters.com, D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. We are on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, how is the sale shaping up for Monday?
It was a little slow, Larry. We had a little more rain and lots of wind today, but we're right at 300 head right now. Got somewhere around 60 cows. Going to palpate about 40 of those there in the morning. Be some thin cows on them, some kind of turnout cows. And do have 3 or 4 pairs we're going to go through there as well. Did have a guy call me. He's going to bring a couple of supposed to be pretty good Brangus bulls. I'll be around 3-year-olds we're going to test also. Calf and yearling run, quality sure good on the calves that are here, and hopefully catch some more, end up with 350, 375 come sale time. I'd like to remind everybody next week's that special stocker feeder sale. Looking to have somewhere around 500 to 600 head of weaned cattle at that sale, so sure it'll be a pretty good run. If we can help you out tomorrow or next week, give us a call, 830-741-8061. Get me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you, Seth.
Yes, sir.
Neighbor, don't forget about the good folks at Wholesale Steel, store out on 16 in San Antonio and one in Hearn. Just arrived, 4x2x20 welded wire panels available in 4-foot or 5-foot height, professionally and lovingly loaded by the trailer staff there at Wholesale Steel. How about heavy-duty pasture gates, decoil tubing, prime structural tubing, no-climb wire, continuous fence panels, all of this and more at Wholesale Steel and their dealers. Don't forget about standard duty panels, 5x10 panels, $135, 6x10 panels, $155. Call 210-624-2000 or 2 3/8 pipe for $60. 2 7/8 for $65. That's Wholesale Steel, San Antonio and Hearn. For more information, go to wholesalesteelsa.com or go to 18840 State Highway 16 in San Antonio. Call 210-624-2000, wholesalesteelsa@gmail.com. Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains and cotton, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in February, March plus 120, 10.05. We'll call Progresso 862. Yellow corn to Corpus in February, March plus 55, 497 3/4. Progresso, March plus 120, 562 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in February, March plus 30, 655. And number one beans to Placido in February, March less 90, 1089 1/2. Neighbor, we moved 5,906 bale of Texas cotton. Average price was $83.88. High side, $85.36. Low side, $82.36 across the 5,906 bales. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening.